Hello friends, today is a day 8 as part of our journey project using Golang and Java, and today I'm going to containerize our Spring Boot application using Dockerfile. And if you have not seen my last video, go and check that last video. That's day 7, where I have explained very basic of the Docker file, so you can get that idea from there. This is going to be a very short video since I have already explained some of the basic contents in a Docker file in my last video. So today I will talk about the containerizing our application, the Spring Boot application, using Docker file. And in the next video we'll talk about Docker Compose, MySQL, and I will try to show that in a Golang as well as in a Spring Boot. Today I will talk about these two commands, docker build and docker run, and again I have explained these two commands in a detail in a day 6 videos, so go and check that out. Okay, let's see in the code. Okay, let me enlarge the screen a little bit. Okay, let me close other files. Okay, so this is a Docker file, and in this Docker file you can see the location also. That's Docker file, that's under quote, and here is a Docker file, and you can see the instructions here. At the first line I'm using the OpenJDK 15. It's a Alpine OS, and there are a few commands. We know the work directory, so in a new OS it will create the directory code, and that will become the work directory. And this is saying the copy every files from the current location, and then copy to the code. And from the code, line 7, this command will run, ambient clean, and then another command, ambient w package. So it will create the package in a folder target, and then we'll just copy that jar file. That's from the builder. So builder is this, from builder. So this from these instructions that will build the jar file. So we're copying the jar file, so it will copy this jar file, and the new jar file name will be code jar. And how to run this? So we'll run this in this way. So this is the normal way how we run the jar file, and that's I have just given all these instructions in a Docker file, and based on that we can run the Docker file. Okay, so let's see first this command, how this command runs. So let me run ambient clean. So let's see the location here. So okay, it's a quote, so I'm inside quote, and our files are here. So let me run this command and see what it does. Quote ambient w package. So if I do quote ambient w package, okay, so here I gave the location from the root, but since we are not inside the Docker, we are in this current folder where our files exist, I can say like this. Okay, what's the issue? Okay, ambient w is here, because in this place I'm saying my ambient w is inside this location, so that's why I'm giving this path that go from there and run this ambient w command. But our project is here, so you can find that command is here itself. So I can just say mdnw and package. What's the problem here? mdnw and package. Let's see the location. Okay, that's Java code. Let's do the ls. Okay, mdnw, I see that. Let me copy this once again and run this. Okay, it's working now. And what it does, it will go and create the code 01 jar in a target inside code. So currently we are in code. Now let's go to the target, cd target, and here when we do the ls, we'll see this file. So the file will be code 010. So let's see here, code 010 jar, this one, code 01 jar. So, and then the next step, we'll run this file. How we'll run this file? This is the way, like we do the Java jar and code jar. So let's run that. So Java hyphen jar, and then I can give this file here. Okay, it's going to run, and now it's ran at port 9700. Okay, so it's running in this port. So you can go and you can check, you can run the application at that port, and it's running. Okay, so I'm exactly doing the similar operations here in a Docker file. So let's see how we can run using the Docker file. So, and one more thing before that, I want to show you how the version is 010. From here it's taking this version 010. So that's given in POM file. So let's see the POM file. So in a POM file at top, we'll see the version 010. So it's taking the version from here. So if you change this version 020, and the next time if you run the command, this command ambient package, then your file will be 020 jar. So that's the way. Let's run this. This first create the image, and then create the container from there. So the command we know. So let's see the command here. So docker build, then I can take tag. So give the tag name. Let's say this name is Java code example, and then we give the dot. So this is going to build the image. So what's this? No such file. Or okay, so we are running that command from a target, so we have to come back here. Let's see, we encode, and okay, from here let's run this command again. So it's running, the command like ambient clean, you can see here. So it will run each command, and then once this file is built, then we'll just use the Alpine, OpenJDK 15 JDK Alpine, and then copy that file, and from the file it will run at port 9700. So that's port, it's mentioned in application YAML 9700. And since we are not using this application properties, we can delete this file. So that's, I showed you in some of the videos how we can use the application YAML, and so now we do not use, just delete this file. Okay, that's good. And that image built here, let's see that image, and we'll see the size also. So we'll do docker images. So Java code example, and this time Java code example, this size, size of the image is 361 MB, and in case of Golang it was very short, so maybe I think very small, it's a 15 MB or 16 MB, around that. So in this case, it's a Spring Boot applications, and it's using a lot of libraries, and that's what this file contains. So that's why the size is a little bit more, 361 MB. Okay, let's run that. So what we do, docker run, then it's tag I for interaction, it's an interactive mode. So docker run it, and then say let's give some name here. Let's say code Java container, something like this, and map the port. So we know that our application run at port 9770, and I'm going to map this with 9800. Even if I want, I can give 9700 just for clarity, or you can understand better that our application is running at port 9700, and we are mapping that to 9800. So 9800 is that's outside of the Docker. Okay, and then let's do beam bus beam sh. Okay, so what's the error? Unable to find the code Java. So that's name is something different. So let's see what's the name again. We gave this name, Java code example. So let's copy this. That's the image name we gave. So let's run that command again. This tag. Okay, so now we can see our application is running at port 9700, but if you try to access from outside, you can give 9800 and you can access that. So let me do this here, http local host and 9800 localhost 9800. Let's try. It's not coming. 9800 we mapped with this port, but still it's not coming. Let's check what's happened. So we'll come to our application. It's saying it's running at 9700. Let me do something different. I think this port, let's keep this port here. Run -p and then 9800 700 and then remove it from here. Okay, let's try now. Okay, it's good. Let's see now. 9800. Okay, it's coming. You can see the status also. It's PI status. Good. And try 9700. So 9770 we cannot see because the application is running at port 9700, but that is within the Docker container, not outside. And we mapped 9700 with port 9800, so that's why we can access the application with this port. Okay, so that's all for today, and I'm going to push this code in this location, day4 Java code. You can find the code from there, and in next video we'll talk about Docker Compose. Okay, thank you.